Hi everyone, and welcome back to Civilization 6. So, we are going to play as Eleanor, the French version, this time. And as you might or might not know, the main thing about Eleanor is that her great works cause the loss of loyalty in nearby foreign cities. It's quite a powerful effect, and we'll try to take advantage of it. We also get plus 20% production towards medieval, Renaissance and industrial era wonders. And I am using Steel and Thunder mod, which is why we got 2 extra unique units down here. And I'm using PerfectWorld mod, which can take a while to generate a map with, which is why I started after it's already been generated. And furthermore, I'm also using the Civilization 5 texture mod. It does make the map look better in my opinion. The forests look so much better with this. And finally, I'm also using Concise UI mod. So, let's get started, shall we? So this is our starting location. I'll probably settle on top of the hill. Yep, it's a plains hill. That's almost always a superior location to settle on. So we'll take one turn and move here, then settle on the plains hill. There it is. And that gives us sailing boost, because it's a directly coastal city. And let's grab a slinger right away, just for some defense. We might certainly need it. As for our research, we'll open with animal husbandry to reveal horses on the map. Hopefully there will be some nearby. And let's go looking for our neighbor and for some city-states. Hopefully there will be some nearby. I got fairly unlucky with city-states in my last few games, so hopefully it will be a little bit better here. We get a flood. Well, that's not very relevant, it's out of range. And there's the slinger. Let's send the slinger in the opposite direction for now, and we'll grab a builder next. Well then, speaking of city-states, we already got one. Your bonus resources behave like luxury resources, providing 1 amenity per type. Oh yeah, that is a really nice bonus. And it's an industrial city-state. I always like industrial city-states. I'm not going to go very far with the slinger, but I want to explore at least our general surroundings.
I am fond of pigs.
Here, we got animal husbandry. And do we have some horses nearby? We got some horses over here. So I might settle a city in that general direction. We'll see about that. And our next research is going to be mining, probably. And there's the builder. So we can't quite improve the olives just yet. And we need to wait for mining to improve the stone. But we can grab one farm. Let's just grab a farm. Here. Alright then. And next up we can get a scout. It's only 4 turns. Here, we got a goodie hat. Nice. Hopefully we can get something useful out of it.
It is not wisdom.
And we finished Code of Laws. So now we will pick up God King to get our Pantheon and Discipline, because I do expect some barbarians to show up. And we got Archery boost. Oh, that is really nice. So now we don't have to kill a barbarian with a slinger to get archery boost. That is going to be very useful. And we'll start craftsmanship, because that will be boosted soon enough. So there's the scout, we'll send him. Once we get archers, we could actually shoot the spearmen from this side of the lake. Next up, monument, and then probably settler. Okay, so the access to that camp is actually partially blocked by mountains. I'll have to go all the way around. But this is a pretty good start, because we don't have to worry too much about aggression. We got mountains protecting us from the south. I quite like that, this is going to be useful. So we can afford to play a little bit more aggressive economically. I don't really have to worry about my military too much. Unless we want to conquer the city-state, but we definitely do not want to do that. Trigger inspiration for mysticism. Yeah, we will be getting that pretty soon. Alright, so now that we got mining, we can improve the stone. And the next up, we need pottery. This is a really nice spot for a city, right here. Yeah, this is definitely going to be our second city. Not only we'll get horses, there are quite a few really nice tiles in the area. Let's check to the north. You never know, there might be something useful over there. And there's craftsmanship, and in the long run we are going to need 6 farms anyway.
No man ever
so there's pottery, and also craftsmanship. We still need our Pantheon, so I still need God King. Not switching any policies just yet. Well, let's get started on archery. We'll want archers one way or the other. And foreign trade. Hopefully we will find another continent. And here's a scout. He won't get very far, I can tell you as much. He will most certainly not see our city. Let's make sure we will actually kill him. Yeah, he will go down quite easily. Maybe not on this turn, but he certainly will. Okay, he went north. That's not really a problem. He can't embark or anything like that. And now we can kill him. If not now, then on the next turn for sure. And he's dead. So the next order of business is actually finding some AIs. And I don't think I will be switching foreign trade to something else. We need to finish it. It's not worth waiting to discover another continent, because that might take a pretty long time. And I can't afford to delay that tech. We got another builder. Yeah, so now we got 2 builders. I can't even use them just yet, but that's a good problem to have. And here's a flood right next to our city. That is a good thing, because that will fertilize the tiles. And now we can get an archer. So what are the yields now? Okay, we need to improve 1 tile, so let's improve this one. This one was better. So that should be, yeah, 3 food and 1 hammer. I like that. Not much point improving the other one. This looks fine. So next up, the settler. He will be done on the next turn. And let's grab sailing, so that we can improve the fish. And we also got crab in range of our city. And here's our neighbor. Okay then. We don't know where exactly he is. He can't be too far away. There's the writing boost. And we can upgrade the slinger. Here. That's our closest neighbor, Russia. That makes sense, considering the terrain. He is not very close to us. That's probably a good thing, to be honest. And yes, I'm aware of the goody hut. So I'm going to settle right here, on this side, because then we can have 2 different cities in the area. I could settle in the middle to get more resources in range of 1 single city, but then there won't be enough useful space left to the north. So I would rather settle 2 cities in the area, 1 over here and 1 over here. That's exactly what we are going to do. And we will improve the horses right away, as soon as the city is settled. We probably want to expand towards Russia, generally speaking. We got military tradition boost, nice. Oh, another goody hut. We might be able to go through here and then settle a city to the east. That is a possibility. And we can pick our Pantheon. Okay, so since our first 3 cities will have at least 9 sea-based resources, if not more than that, I'm going to pick up God of the Sea. That production from fishing boats is really nice. So that's definitely what we want. And there's the mysticism boost, which will give us an envoy in Buenos Aires. So now we have 1 guy in here. And now we can settle the city. So I'm still going to keep it directly coastal. There's not much to the south anyway. And this way we'll have the crab in range, which is definitely what we want. And there's our city. And then we can improve the horses right away to start actually accumulating horses. And we'll open with a monument. Oh, and a barbarian camp with no protection. Okay. They might spawn a unit on the next turn. Or maybe not. Nice. So that's +3 era score. And that means we will not get a Dark Age. We got 4 more turns and we already secured a normal age. Nice. This was very convenient. And this is actually a decent spot for a city. I think we should settle that before Russia does. Definitely a good idea. But first, let's grab a trader to start getting some more gold. Oh, and here's another scout. Okay, let's buy that tile and improve the salt. So that's also the wheel Eureka. And the sailing is done, so now we can get our sea-based resources. Preferably as many as possible. So we got 1 inside our borders, but we should be getting more soon. And now I guess we'll get writing. So there it is, it's improved. Yep, 3 food, 1 hammer, And 1 gold, I like that. And we got a promotion. Let's back up slightly. And I'm going to pick up Alpine. So let's prepare for some barbarians. I could probably get rid of this. And there's classical era, so that's going to be normal age. There it is. And we'll grab, yeah, +1 era score each time we trigger Eureka. There it is. So let's kill that guy. There's the trader. We can send him to Buenos Aires, so let's do that. Here, that also gives us currency boost. Yeah, this is definitely a decent spot for a city. And it's going to be strategically important as well. I could actually maybe even build Temple of Artemis. But first, let's grab a settler, because we clearly need a settler. So the Maori like us, but Russia does not. Can't say I'm surprised, to be honest. And let's get started on bronze working. I might not be able to get the boost for that. We could kill that slinger over here. There it is. So now we need to kill 1 more unit, and that should give us the boost.
It is equally important.
There's state workforce. Now we can get rid of God King, because we already have a Pantheon. Let's pick up +1 production in all cities. Can't go wrong with that. Here. And back up slightly again. So kill this fella. 1 more shot and he will be dead. Can't quite embark with military units yet. So next up, early empire, obviously. As for the governor, there are definitely some woods we could chop. Like this. That's a hill, and that's also a hill. Let's pick up Magnus then. And we'll install him here right away. Yeah, there are definitely at least 2 forest tiles we will chop at some point in the future. Grab that and get the pearls. Here, that also gives us celestial navigation. And we can kill this guy. And then load the actual camp. And that gives us the bronze working boost. So fingers crossed for iron, I hope we have some. We got 1 more build with this guy. Let's maybe save that last build until we finish bronze working. Oh, and there's also a goodie hat over there. That is perfect. There, we got 35 gold and, more importantly, +3 era score. We could have a really good spot for a campus on this side. The downside is that I will have to spend more gold, but it's probably worth it. And another downside is that it would be kind of hard to protect. But this is a really good spot for a campus. So build a campus. There. So now we could actually try to get Temple of Artemis in our capital, maybe.
I'm also interested.
There's bronze working,
like
and also early empire. I will be keeping urban planning. And let's keep discipline for now. +20 diplomatic favor. Yeah, that's not too bad. Wait, do we actually have iron? Yes, we got some iron to the northwest. So that's not my plan for the next city right now, but it's not like anyone is going to settle that location. No one can actually get there. I suppose the Maori could, but if they do that, I will just invade them, most likely. So let's actually research irrigation, and I will farm a resource. And the next up, political philosophy. We probably will not be meeting 3 city-states. That seems unlikely. And then, I think I'll grab another governor, as opposed to improving Magnus. I don't really needed Magnus for his initial ability right now. So let's pick up Pingala. That's always good. So Russia wants to buy my horses already. I don't think I want to sell them just yet. I might sell some once we get closer to 50. But there's no need just yet. So there's the settler, and we will send him east. I could maybe move Magnus back to Paris and then chop 1 forest. We do have a hill over here. Okay, well, we definitely need another builder, so that's going to be a builder. And I will move Magnus back to Paris for a moment. Just swap them. Here. And another flood. Is that actually relevant for us? No, not really. There are a lot of rivers in this area. That's going to be pretty crazy for floods later in the game, potentially. But also a really good spot for a dam. So there's the builder. I'm not waiting 21 turns for border growth. We want to improve the ivory one way or the other, so I'm just going to buy 2 tiles right away. This is actually going to be a pretty nice tile. Let's maybe get another archer or a spearman or something like that, because we might actually need that for defense, you know?
When wasteful war shall...
Okay, we got masonry, and now we can also build the camp. And now, if we want to, we could build Temple of Artemis. Each camp, pasture and plantation improvement within 4 tiles of this wonder provides +1 amenity. So, if I build Temple of Artemis here, it will be worth +3 amenities, but also +4 food and +3 housing. And later on, +1000 tourism from rock concerts, but that's not really that important. I think I'm going to grab it. I wouldn't if it was just the amenities alone, but I like +3 housing and +4 food. And this shouldn't take too long, so we are going to build it. Magnus already arrived in Paris, so we can actually chop 1 forest and speed this up. This is a hill, so we want a mine over there anyway. How many strategic resources do we have? We are almost capped on horses. Let's sell horses to the Maori. I don't really want to sell horses to Russia, because we might end up fighting Russia. I'm not going to supply Russia with strategic resources they might then use against us. That would be a little bit silly. Let's say 20. How much will they even pay us? Not that much, but I'll take it. Yeah, alright, this is fine. Done. So, now, where exactly do we want this city? Oh, there's Aaron over here. Good. Yeah, I'm thinking right here, on this exact tile. Okay, yep, I like it. Make it directly coastal, and we'll also have turtles in range. We want as many sea-based resources in range as possible, because of our Pantheon. So this seems like the best location. And we will move Magnus there. Yep, I'm about to take advantage of Magnus. Oh, hold on. Scout. I don't actually have a unit nearby. Wait, oh, the city-state will actually get rid of the barbarian camp. Good. So get rid of that, and only 5 turns to finish Temple of Artemis. Nice. And we can start our city, right here. So that's that. And now that we took advantage of Magnus, we can reassign him to our new city. There. That will take 5 turns. I assume Russia will not like this. So, as soon as we finish moving Magnus here, we'll get started on city walls. But first, let's grab a monument. But this is a good moment to wrap up this episode, so thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, or a dislike if you didn't. And subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.